Live from Winona Park in downtown Bay City, Mid-Michigan Now welcomes you to a live special presentation of the Bay City Fireworks Grand Finale, sponsored by your Mid-Michigan Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Now, please welcome your hosts, Mid-Michigan Now Stella Daskalakis and Bill Harris.
And thank you, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 62nd annual Bay City Festival Fireworks Grand Finale show live on Mid-Michigan Now. We are your hosts for this evening, and we're really happy to be here with you tonight. I'm Bill Harris.
And I'm Stella Daskalakis. It is such a beautiful evening here. We are next to the Saginaw River and the Princess Winona, and there are a lot of excited people who are here. The Bay City Fireworks Festival is one of the biggest in the Midwest, and people from all over the country come to see this amazing fireworks display. Bill?
The Bay City Festival Fireworks is actually a 3-day event, which includes, of course, fireworks, but also pageants, a family carnival, live entertainment, and much, much more. It is the culmination of months of hard work by an organization that is 100% volunteer. And the leader of that group is a guy who last week was dubbed by WHNN 96.1 as the hottest item and the hottest ticket in town right now. Stella?
You are so right, Bill. And when I told Earl Bovia that you said that, he laughed because he heard that the other day. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for this beautiful evening.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, 62 years this fireworks show has been going on. There have been 3 presidents. You are the 3rd one. Wow, that's tradition. Can you explain that tradition a little bit more?
Well, I think it says a lot that there's only been 3 presidents out of the 62 years that we've been around. It says a lot to my predecessors and the foundation they've laid for this festival and the shoes that I have to fill being only the 3rd president and only my 3rd year. So I'm just very proud of what this organization has done.
You've worked so hard. Now, I'm going to ask you, because this fireworks show has been a little bit secretive, so I'm just wondering if you can give us a few little clues about what we're about to see.
Well, it's always something new. So if you've seen one, you've seen them all, and people say that. That's not true. It is not true in Bay City. There's always some little tidbit. There's different things. We are not going to tell you exactly, but the idea that if you saw one, you've seen them all, that's not true here in Bay City.
And the company who supplies these fireworks, who get the fireworks from, is a Bay City company. It's about 10 miles from here.
Yeah, it's Wolverine Fireworks. They're up in Cucaulin, and they've actually been over 20 years as our partner here, and they do a great job, and we can't say enough about them. Hometown for them, hometown show. How do you think that's going to turn out?
I think it's going to be beautiful, but I have to ask you this question, because when people come here and they're able to come and take in this amazing display, this takes a lot of work. And you were telling me it's not just me, Stella. It is a whole host of people, hundreds of volunteers.
Yeah, it starts with myself, but it also starts with the other 8 board members on this committee. And I can't say enough about the support and what they do to put this together. But it's also the hundreds and hundreds of volunteers that come out. They give up their weekend, their 4th of July, to make this happen. And I can't say enough about the community and what they do to support this. And also people that donate. I mean, the businesses, the general public. Without all of that, this wouldn't happen.
Can you put into words what this year has been like for you, other than a lot of work?
Challenging. I think there's always bumps in the road. There are things that have come up, that we don't anticipate. Things, stuff with the concerts, things that happen in Bay City with other concerts. Our shows went on. Our acts showed up. So I can say that Bay City Fireworks Festival had their acts here, and we all showed up for that. So.
And everyone's here, and there are so many people here who are looking forward to this. We want to thank you so much for all the work you've put in to make this community event and beyond community possible.
Yeah, it means a lot to me personally. I grew up here, so I grew up as a kid watching these, and to become president of it, it means a lot to me. It hits home. It's very emotional. I'm very proud of this town. I'm proud of what this festival means, and I'm proud of what it's become. And I'm proud of that. It's 62 years and hopefully another 62 and more.
Well, if you're in charge and other people in charge, that will definitely be it. Earl Bovia, thank you so much. Bill, back to you.
Earl couldn't have painted that picture any better. The Bay City Fireworks Festival is a family tradition for many. Mid-Michigan Now's Andrea Flores introduces us to a few people who have been going to the festival since they were kids and are now carrying on that tradition with their own families.
We are here to celebrate, obviously, the holiday and pay tribute to our soldiers that are currently fighting right now, for our veterans.
Allison Kuhn has been coming to the festival since she was a little girl. She says she's excited to carry on the tradition with her mother and kids.
We are looking forward to, obviously, the rides and then the fireworks. I told them they make them shapes. We get to see the boats on the water and get to, see the crowd, the socialization.
President of the Bay City Fireworks, Earl Bovia, says he also remembers coming to the festival as a child, and it's an honor to be in charge of the festival, but he couldn't do it alone.
I can't say enough about the board of directors and the volunteers that do this, because without all of those people, this wouldn't happen.
That includes Wolverine Fireworks, that does the show every year, and Sherback Family Carnival, who they've partnered with for 41 years.
And once they came on board, that made the festival go from the small group of just putting on some fireworks to being an actual festival.
Bob Skerback, operations manager for Carnival, says when his father first joined, he only brought 8 rides, and on the 4th of July, 20,000 people showed up to watch the fireworks and go on rides.
As of today, there's 25 rides, 17 games, and I think 9 food wagons in here just on the midway. And that's not counting what's out on the vendor row.
Thank you, Andrea. We are just about 6 minutes away from the start of tonight's spectacular fireworks display live from Bay City. You are watching Mid-Michigan Now's coverage of the 62nd annual Bay City Fireworks Festival. We'll be just back in about 60 seconds.
Mid-Michigan Now's live coverage of the Bay City Fireworks Grand Finale will continue after this. Welcome back to Mid-Michigan Now's live coverage of the Bay City Fireworks Grand Finale. Once again, here's Stella Daskalakis and Bill Harris.
Thank you and welcome back, everyone. The Bay City Fireworks Festival actually began as an organized event by the Fraternal Police Order of Bay City. Terry Watson was a Bay City police officer who, after volunteering for his first stint with the festival back in 1972, Terry went on to serve as president of the organization for 32 years. Sadly, Terry passed away in 2020. I and many of my Mid-Michigan Now colleagues actually had the honor and pleasure of knowing Terry when we worked with him in past fireworks broadcasts. He is missed, but certainly Terry is not forgotten. Stella joins us now live with a very special guest this evening. Stella.
Yes, I have a very, very special guest who can talk about Terry. I've heard so much about him tonight. With me is Peggy Watson, his wife. Thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Now, your husband was the first president of this festival, so we are talking about many years of history and a legacy. And start us off in this conversation. Will you tell us what we're looking at?
Yes. So Terry and the FOP started this years and years and years ago, 62 years ago, and it became a festival in 1982. And I have here a picture of 1983 board members. That's Terry as a police officer, Peggy Rowley and Pat Ryan, and they really got this going. The festival became a 3-day event in short order and drew crowds from all over the state, all over the Midwest, and Bay City became known as one of the most exclusive, fantastic, spectacular fireworks show in the country, actually. Midwest for certain, and in Michigan, definitely. And I'm so grateful. I do have to say, I'm so grateful to Earl Bovia and his predecessor, Doug Clark, for continuing this legacy. This is so important to this community. Everybody loves the Bay City fireworks people. Program. Everybody comes back from other areas to see the festival again. People come from out of state, out of the country to come back for this event every year.
And you know, you bring that up. It's the legacy that I know is very, very important to you. So I think it's important for us to hear from you when you step on these grounds, when it's time and when it's go time, when it's show time. What does that do for you?
My heart is full of love for this community, for this event, all the people that are involved in this, the volunteers, the board of directors, Earl and all of his support staff. It's phenomenal, the number of people that are involved in this and the amount of time that it takes to put this on. I'm so grateful. This whole community is grateful.
And we are grateful for you. We're grateful for what your husband did. And we want to thank you very much for joining us this evening and encapsulating what this all means.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
We've been speaking to Peggy Watson, Terry Watson, the very first president of this fireworks festival. Very lovely woman. And I cannot wait, Bill, to see this fireworks display. It's coming very soon. Back to you, Bill.
All right. Thank you, Stella. We are now just moments away, I'm going to say within seconds away, from the biggest fireworks, at least one of the biggest fireworks displays in the Midwest. The last 2 nights of the fireworks lead up to tonight's grand finale. Along with WHNN 96.1, Mid-Michigan Now will also simulcast the music with the 62nd annual event. Sounds like they're getting ready to start the show. The Bay City Marine Patrol, everybody is they're ready to go. I think we're moments away. We'll see you at the end of fireworks.
Yes,
sit back and enjoy
the
it. For Stella, I'm Bill Harris. We'll be right back.
Star-Spangled Banner. As a dreamer of dreams and a traveling man, I have chalked up many a mile. Read dozens of books about heroes and crooks, and I learned much from both of their styles. Son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a guy, load the last ton, one step ahead of the jailer. Now way in the near future, southeast of this order, you can shake the hand of the mangled man as he greets you at the border. And the lady she hails from Trinidad, island of the spices, salt for your meat and cinnamon sweet, and the rum is for all your good vices. All the sheet in as we ride on the wind that our forefathers' heart has before us. Hear the bells ring as the tide rigging sings. It's the son of a god of a chorus. Where it all ends, I can't fathom my friends. If I knew, I might toss out my anchor. So I cruise along, always searching for songs. Not a lawyer, a thief, or a banker, but a son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a gun, load the last ton, one step ahead of the jailer. I'm just a son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor. The sea's in my veins, my tradition remains. I'm just glad I don't live in a trailer. On a western bay, and it serves 100 ships a day. Lonely sailors pass the time away, talk about their homes. And there's a girl in this harbor town. She works laying whiskey down. They say, brandy, fetch another round. She serves them whiskey and wine. They say, brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine girl. Still a sailor from the sea. Brandy wears a braided chain made of finest silver from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name of the land that Brandy loved. It came on a summer's day, bringing gifts from far away, but it made it clear it couldn't stay. No Harlem was his home. The sailor said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine my life, my love, and my lady. Yes, the sailor. Yeah, Brandy used to watch his eyes when he told his sailor story. She could feel the ocean falling rise. She saw its raging glory, but he had always told the truth. Lord, it was an honest man. And Brandy does her best to understand. At night, when the bars close down, Brandy walks through a silent town and loves a man who's not around. She still can't hear him say. She hears him say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine wife, my love and my lady. And say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine wife, my love and my lady. And say, woo. When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, I wanna be there in my city. Oh, 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 oh. So you think you're lonely? Well, my friend, I'm lonely too. I wanna get back to my city by the bay. It's sad, there's been mornings out on the road without you, without your time. Na, 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 when the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, I wanna be there in my city. Oh, oh, In the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Seems as though months ago never got me. Oh, a sun guy. Now I smile a face, a girl that shares my name. Now it's through again. This boy will never be the same. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with money. Everything will bring a change. In the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Pisces Virgo rising is a very good sign. Strong and kind, and the little boy is mine. Now I see a family where there once was none. Now it just begun. Yeah, we're gonna fly to the sun. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with money. Everything will bring a chain of love. In the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Love the girl who holds the world in a paper cup. Drink it up. Love her and she'll bring you love. If you find she helps your man, better take her home. Yeah, don't you better run. Try to hurt what love is on. Even though I ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. In the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the red marks we won were so gallantly straight. FX USA sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com. They can save you hundreds on your car insurance. FX USA. So, when was it folks were first watching the crazy cartoon?
Congratulations to the Bay City Fireworks Festival, year number 62. What an outstanding, beautiful performance tonight. Congratulations to all of the volunteers. # Pure Michigan. Stella, if I'm not mistaken, this is your first time seeing the Bay City Fireworks. Is this anything that what you expected?
No, not at all. In fact, I've lived in many cities in many states, and I heard, you told me, everyone told me, I'm speechless right now. It was just so beautiful, and it's such a beautiful evening, and this is a huge undertaking. And we thank this community, and we hope everyone out there enjoyed this beautiful show. I feel so fortunate that I was here with you and our team tonight and all of these wonderful people.
Well, I'm slightly embarrassed because being the new kid on the block, so to speak, since I'm not employed by Mid-Michigan now anymore, I had the best seat in the house here on top of the Pine Towers. It was absolutely wonderful. Well, the crowd reaction down there, was it exciting? Were they quiet? What was it like down there?
Oh, no, Bill, they were not quiet, but they were, you're looking at it and it's so beautiful. There's not much you can say. After it was all over with, the grand finale, of course, the crowd went wild. And I just couldn't believe it. There is quite a crowd here tonight. And like I said, that's a very good question because they were quiet when all this beauty was up in the sky.
Well, apparently we have a couple of minutes to fill here. So what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to fill for a moment, see if you could find some people to talk to get their reaction while I remind everybody at home that, again, this has been a 3-day event, but it's not only the fireworks. Behind me right now, you'll see at Veterans Park, which is across the river, across the Saginaw River from where Stella is right now. There's a wonderful amusement park, if you want to call it that, for the kids. Been quite active for the past couple of days, and that's just on the other side of the bridge. If memory serves me correct, and this is going back to the 80s when I think it was the first time I co-anchored the fireworks display here in Bay City. It was basically confined to Winona Park. Well, since then, as Stella and the new president have talked about, it has expanded greatly into this 3-day event and have built it to arguably one of the best and biggest fireworks displays, if not in all of Michigan. I know some people are comparing this to the city of Detroit. Some say this is bigger than Detroit, but it is just absolutely wonderful. Let's get some reaction. Stella, back to you.
That was great. I found Casey Monville, who is about 22 years old, and he says he thinks it's his 18th fireworks display.
Firework. Yeah, we're from the other side of the bridge, but we always come down here to watch the fireworks all together as a family.
Okay, so you're doing play-by-play tonight. So give me the play-by-play on this fireworks show.
Well, I was about 20 minutes late to the fireworks show, but it was definitely worth it for the amount of time I got to see. It was good.
What was your favorite part tonight?
The finale, as always. I didn't think it was done when it was, but it's always good to see.
And you keep coming back year after year, which is, why do you keep coming back? Is it tradition with your family?
It's a tradition with my family for sure. It's a good time and overall, and that's what we've been doing when we were kids. So gonna keep doing it.
All right. Thank you very much, Casey. We appreciate you giving us the feedback.
Hey, no
And he was right. It was absolutely beautiful, Bill.
So are we ready for a year number 63? Getting back to some of my early history working on events like this as a volunteer. We started working immediately on the next year. So I've got to believe that the Bay City Fireworks Committee, I'm sure, has already started their plans for the next year. And it's hard to imagine. It's difficult to imagine that they keep building and building and making it better and making it better. It is mind-blowing. So we hope to be here 1 year from today for the next grand finale, and I hope, Stella, you'll be here with us too. Anybody else down there that you with an earshot that might be able to share their thoughts on what they saw tonight? Apparently, Stella is looking for, looking over my shoulder here with the thousands of people on both sides of the river trying to get across the Saginaw River. I-75 is off to my left here. So most of the vehicular traffic and the people are going to be gravitating that way. And it doesn't look like traffic is much of a nightmare. They have things well under control here, and I'm sure they have the experience. They've done it before, so they know how to get from point A to point B. But right now, a lot of people crossing the bridge to get to their vehicles to head out of town. Did I hear correctly, Stella? Stella might have a couple other people to talk to. All right, Stella, back to you.
Yes, Bill, I'm so excited. I just get so excited. I found Zoe Vaughn, who's 15 years old. Okay, it is your turn to give us the review of what you saw tonight.
The review? It was great. I mean, it always is. It's always nice up here. They always do like the fake endings and trip everybody out, and I just thought it was a lot of fun. Food's good. Everything's good. I mean.
And where are you from? Where do you come from?
Millington area, but more specifically Fostoria. It's far.
It's far, but do you stay overnight? Do you make a family tradition out of this?
No, we're gonna drive back, so we're not gonna get home till like 12.
That's okay. So what is if you can encapsulate for us, what's your favorite part of this event? You keep coming back. You said that you've been here for 6 years now to see this.
My favorite, honestly, is just, I feel like this has the best fireworks in the area for us. It goes on forever. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
Did you have a favorite part tonight other than the finale? What was your favorite? I saw some smiley faces.
The smiley faces, a couple of them were upside down though. Our favorites were the willows. Our family, personally, that's what we like to see. And the swords and stuff, just playing around.
And will you be back next year?
Most likely. Hopefully, anyway. I hope.
Well, we thank you very much for giving us that review of what you saw. And thanks for being here and supporting this community event.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Safe travels. I believe we are going to go to break right now, but we'll be back in a moment. Thanks for being with us this evening. We'll be right back.
Mid-Michigan Now's live coverage of the Bay City Fireworks Grand Finale will continue after this.
We're about ready to wrap up things here in downtown Bay City live for the 62nd annual Bay City Fireworks Festival Grand Finale. And I emphasize, underline Grand Finale, because it was indeed a wonderful show. I'll turn things back over to Stella. Stella, it was a pleasure working with you tonight and hope to see you again soon.
Bill, it was my pleasure, and thanks for guiding me along, being that this is my first Bay City Fireworks Festival, but it will not be my last. Someone just yelled over the fence because cleanup is taking place here by the hundreds of volunteers. He said to me, "Happy birthday, America." And that's a good note to close on tonight. We thank you so much for joining us for this program. We hope you have a wonderful weekend and stay safe out there and have fun. Good night, everyone.
Mid-Michigan Now's live coverage of the Bay City Fireworks Grand Finale from Winona Park was brought to you by your Mid-Michigan Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.